Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for attending today's webinar. Today, actually, we will have a workshop. We'll talk about the EndNote program. Our keynote speaker is Ms. Amna Jassim. She is a nutrition specialist in human nutrition. She got her bachelor degree from Kuwait University in biochemistry. Her master from University of Nottingham in nutrition science. And now she is a PhD candidate in nutritional science at University of Nottingham in United Kingdom. Thank you so much, Ms. Amna, for accepting my invitation. Inshallah, Ms. Amna have 45 minutes for her presentation, and then we'll have 30 minutes for any question. Please don't write your question in the chat. The chat is keep rolling. So what you need to do, just raise your hand. You can see the bottom and below the screen, or you can write or type your question in Q&A. Thank you so much. And please don't forget this webinar will be recorded and live in YouTube. Thank you so much. Dr. Amna, the floor is yours.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Ahmed, for having me. I would like today to talk about EndNote. So I'm so glad to have to share with you my simple knowledge about EndNote, and it's such a pleasure to take part in this workshop. And I hope by the end of this workshop, people can have an idea about how to manage references, search for references, organize them in a simple and organized approach. I'll share my screen now. Just a minute. Can you see my screen, everyone? Dr. Ahmed, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can, yes.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna stop video just to focus on the slides. All right. So again, thank you, Dr. Ahmed, for introducing me. Today, I'll talk about how to search, collect, and manage references for a review using EndNote software. So again, I am Amna Jassim, a PhD student in the Department of Nutritional Sciences in the University of Nottingham. I have started my degree with a scoping review. So that's the time where I have used EndNote. So today I'm gonna just share with you my simple knowledge. Today workshop, I'm gonna talk about what is EndNote and how to use EndNote to collect, manage references for a review in a systematic fashion. So first of all, we need to create a suitable search strategy. And then we need to export references from different databases. And I'm gonna give you an example about PubMed and Scopus. Then I'll show you how to open EndNote and create an EndNote library. After that, we will import these references from databases to EndNote, and we will check for duplicates, remove the duplicates. Also, we will manage to organize the EndNote library by creating groups. And also, I'm going to share with you how to find full text or attach full text. And finally, how to export references from EndNote to Microsoft Excel. So I believe these tips are really useful if you are in a stage where you are writing a systematic review or scoping review. Okay, so EndNote is a reference management software where it helps you to collect and store all your different references found in different sources in one place. Also, you can manage and organize and edit your references. And also you can reference constantly as you're writing using your Microsoft Word. And by the way, it's really time-saving. So how to use EndNote to collect and manage references for a review in a systematic fashion. So this figure shows a flowchart, and usually this flowchart is used in the methodology section of a systematic review or scoping review, and it represents the search and selection process of references. So as you can see, it consists of 5 steps. I'm going to explain it on the flowchart. So the first step, where we export the citations from the different databases and import them in EndNote. So in this example, I got like 93 citations in PubMed, 979 citations from Web of Science, 622 citations in Scopus. So all these citations are found from different databases, and the total number is 1,694 citations. And because we are importing references from different databases, we expect like we have some duplicates, at least 2 or 3 duplicates. So the use of EndNote, it can help you to remove duplicates, and this is the second step. So there is an option allow you to remove these duplicates. So in this example, we have removed 142 articles, and the left is 1,552 articles. And then the third step, where we do title screening and to exclude irrelevant articles. So we can also mention the duplicates, that you removed article because of they are duplicates or clearly irrelevant or different population group, depending on your inclusion-exclusion criteria. And what is left is 165 articles. Then the fourth step is where we do an abstract screening. And the abstract screening, we have excluded 112 articles. Some of them are irrelevant, some of them no health outcome, for example, according again to our inclusion-exclusion criteria. So you can mention the reasons why we have excluded these articles. Then what is left is 53 articles, and these articles, we're going to read them in full and assess them against inclusion-exclusion criteria. So we have excluded 17 articles so far, and what is left is 36 studies which will be included in the scoping review. So these steps are really important to be mentioned in the methodology section, just to show how reliable and valid your research. So again, import references from different databases, remove duplicates, do title screening, do abstract screening, and then read the article in full and assess them against inclusion-exclusion criteria and decide which articles will be included in the review. But before we do all these steps, we need first to create a suitable search strategy. So in this example, a study investigating the association between food insecurity and health outcomes among university students. So our inclusion criteria, we are looking for food insecurity, which is the exposure, and it's the main keyword of our search. And the outcome is health. The population is university students, and also you can add more, I don't know, inclusion criteria depending on your target or your aim of the research. So I decided in the search strategy, I decided to use the exposure, which is the food security. And I decided to use the population group. However, I didn't use the health outcome, and the reason why, because the health topic is a broad topic. So yeah, I would expect to get like around 20,000 or 30,000 citations. And we don't want to get that much number, and most of them are irrelevant articles. So we want a comprehensive search, but at the same time, we want it to be focused. So the search strategy, I wrote food secure, and I put like the star, so just to include any suffix, whether it's adjective, it's a noun. So this will help you to get as much articles as you can, and it's more comprehensive. Also, I used food insecurity because in the literature they use food secure, food insecure, and it gives the same meaning. Also, I write university students or college students, and again I put the star just to include the singular or plural. So in this way, I think this search strategy is a good one, is a comprehensive and focused. So the next step, we will search the databases, and the first one is PubMed. So when you click on the PubMed website, you will get this search box. So you can write your search strategy here and click on search. Then 24 results we will find. These are 24 results, and we want to export them to our EndNote library. So you can click on Send To, and then choose the option Citation Manager. And this window will appear, and this option, Display Options, you click on this. There will be a different formats of the references. How are you going to export them? So there is a summary, there is an abstract. I would recommend to choose abstract. The reason why, because when we export these references in EndNote software, we will do an abstract screening, and it's easier, like you have the abstract in your EndNote library. Then you choose all references, because we want to choose all the references, and click Create File. When you click on Create File, there will be a file will be downloaded. It's a RIS format file. So this format file is usually used for EndNote. And when we download it in your computer, just keep it, because we want to continue our search process using different databases. Now, the second database, as an example, is Scopus. So when you go to Scopus website, go to the search box, and again, type the same search strategy, and then click on Search. You will get a number or a list of references. So we want to export them all to our EndNote library. You need to check the box for Select All, and then click on Export. Then this window will appear. We want to choose the RIS format or the RIS format, which is for EndNote. And you will choose what you want to export to your library. So citation information, we need to choose them all. And again, the abstract. As I said, we need the abstract for the abstract screening process. And then click on Export, and you will RIS format file will be downloaded. Now we will go and open our EndNote and create an EndNote library. So by clicking on the EndNote software, go to File in the main menu, click on File, and then click on New. And then you can write the name of the library and save it. Now I'm going to switch to EndNote, and we will continue or illustrate all the steps using EndNote. Just a minute. Okay, so this is EndNote library. I have created a new library. I will just explain or give you a brief tour about what does this library consist of. So it consists of the main menu, which has like file, edit, reference, and all the list of commands, as you can see. So for example, I click on New, so you can create a new library. You can save a copy of your library as well. In the edit section, there is a list of commands, but what is really important, you can use this output style, and you can create a new output style, and I'll show you how this can be helpful. In the references, you can like add a new reference. So for example, if you want to use a web page, you want to add it to your library. So you can click on new references and you can add a new reference here, and many list of commands here. Also this icon list, so it has the same options. For example, here, new reference. So it's like a shortcut for the main menu. So you can create a new reference here. What else here? You can choose your reference style. So for example, I use Harvard. Okay, this middle section, or what you call it, the center panel, is where all the references will shown here in the library. But at the meantime, it's empty because we didn't add anything yet. The left side is called My Library section. And this section is all about how you organize your library. So as you can see, there is a default groups, all references. So it will show you how many references in this library. For example, recently added. So when you add a new references, the number of the new references will be shown here. There is the number of unfiled references. For example, when you file them into different groups, the trash shows whatever you deleted or remove it, all will go to the trash. Here in this icon, you can create groups. Like when you click on the left, on the right side, right click, you can see how you create a group. For example, it's called abstract screening group. Okay. So we created a group. If you want to rename it, you can rename the group here. Okay. You can delete the group if you want. So this is basically is how you organize your library. On the right side, this is the summary of every reference you add. So when you click on any reference, the summary of any reference is here. And if you attach a PDF file, it will appear here. The preview it shows you how the reference style, when you choose a reference style, how does it look like in the bibliography. Here, this paperclip icon is when you attach a PDF file. So for example, if you don't have the PDF file of any reference, you can attach it here. So this is an overview of how the library look like. Now, I'm going to import the references that we have downloaded from the databases. Just a minute. So I'm going to click on PubMed, the RIS file. So as you can see, these are the references being imported in the library. Imported references, so we have just imported 96 references. As you can see, all references in the library are 96. Now I'm going to add the Scopus file. Click import the references from Scopus. Now, as you can see, we got so far 464 articles or references, and recently imported are 368 references from Scopus. Okay, so the first step, I'm going to remove duplicates. You remember we said first step is to import the references. The second one is to remove the duplicates. So go to references, go first to all references. You need to, it's important to choose this group. Go to references and find duplicates. Now this window will appear. What does it mean? So you have two references which are duplicate, identical. You can, it will ask you to keep one of them. So once you click on keep this record, the other one will automatically be deleted. This, if you want to keep them both, you can just click on skip. And once you delete one of the references, again, the second duplicates will come and you need to choose. So this process is one by one. But imagine if you have like around 200 duplicates. So you want to do it in one go. So how can we do that? Close the window and click right click. So as you can see, these highlighted in blue are the duplicates. So just go to move references to trash and all the duplicates are removed. So we have 30 duplicates being removed. When you find duplicates, there will be a new group will be created. It's called duplicate references. So actually it has 60 at the beginning, but after we removed the duplicates, we removed 30. So 30 references left and 30 being removed. So this number of references being removed, we can write them down on a template like that flow chart. And it's really important, like to write how much did you delete, how much did you exclude in every step of the library screening. So the next step, I'm gonna just remove the trash. I remove the trash now. Now the next step, I'm gonna create my groups. Let's call it title screening group. I'm gonna create abstract screening group. Also, I'm gonna create included references group. Okay. Now we'll go to all references. I'm gonna select them all, and you can select all the references by Control A. Then right-click, copy, and I'll put them in the title screening, paste. So this is how you can move references from group to the other. So in the title screening group, so you can move this to the side so you can read the full title. And by reading the references titles one by one, and if any of the references is irrelevant, you can just right-click and move reference to trash. Okay, and one by one, you can do this process. Now, I would assume that I did the title screening process and I deleted all these references. See how many references you got in the library? Okay. Right-click, move references to trash. So now, after title screening, we end up with 188 references, and we deleted or excluded 246 references after title screening. Okay, I'm gonna empty the trash now, and I'm gonna copy everything here in the title screening. Control A, right-click, copy, and keep in the abstract screening group. Now, in this step, I'm going to start from the beginning to read the abstract. So you can move this side, go to reference details. So in every reference, I'm going to just show you something. So this reference, for example, these are all the summary details of the reference. So the author's name, the year, the title, the journal, so all these sort of keywords, abstracts, and this is what we are looking for. So you read the abstract and screen every reference in the library and decide which one is included and which one is not. So I'm gonna assume that I already did the abstract screening. Shift down so you can highlight multiple references at one time. Okay. Okay. Right-click, move references to trash. Okay. So we have deleted 173 or excluded 173 articles after abstract screening. And what is left is 15 references. Control A, copy, and keep them in the included references group. So these are the references, and now we will assess them against inclusion-exclusion criteria by reading the full text. So I'm going to show you now how we can attach PDF file to our EndNote library. So I'm going to select them all, Control A, right-click, and go to the option Find Full Text, and find full text. So now here on the side, it's showing you that it's doing searching for 12, 11, 10. Now EndNote found 2 articles, the PDF, 2 PDF files for 3 articles now. Also, it looks for the URL, and 2 articles are not found. Okay, still searching. And when the search found a PDF, it will show you here, you know, this paperclip sign. This means that this reference has found the PDF file. Okay. So we will go to this reference and click on the PDF so you can see the article. You can open the PDF by clicking on this side. So you can read your article. See? Okay. If you want to add notes to the PDF file, you can do that. So for example, you want to highlight, click on the highlighter. Okay, you want to remove the highlight, just click on delete annotation. Okay, you can add also sticky notes. Yeah, sticky notes. So let's add a sticky note. Click on it, double click. You can write whatever you want. Important, let's say, and close. Click on it, double click, so you can see your notes here. You want to remove the sticky note, delete annotation. Okay. Anything you would like to do it, any change in the PDF file, it will ask you to save. How? When you go and close, you know, this small X where you can close the PDF file, it will ask you, would you like to save changes? Yes. Okay. What else? Okay, we want to attach PDF files. So we tried the first way is when we ask EndNote to search for our files, but these files, it couldn't find the PDF files. So you can attach it. You can, for example, this reference, you can click on the attach file and click, for example, this PDF file. Okay, so as you can see, it's attached, but just click yes, okay, and so on. So let me just check what else. So we did find full text, attach file. We can add references manually as well. This is really a good one. So let's go to a new reference. Okay, so you can write the author, for example, let's say WHO 2020. You want to add web page, sorry. I want to add web page. WHO 2020, for example, title, let's say COVID-19. Okay. You can add the URL as well if it's a web page. So for example, let's say okay. Close, save. Now the reference is added. Okay. Another important thing also I would recommend is, let's assume, for example, if you did your search and these are your included articles and you want to copy them to Excel, but you cannot just highlight and copy and paste. It will not work. So in order to export references from EndNote to Excel, you need to create an input style, output style, sorry. So you go to edit. I'll go to included articles. Edit references, then go to output style and new style. We want to create a new style. Go to bibliography, templates. So you want to create a template. Go to insert field. Then let's say, what would you like to include in your Excel file? Let's say I'm interested in the author. Okay. Then you need to click on tab between every option. So it will give you this arrow. Again, year, tab, let's say title, for example, tab, what else you can, publisher, might be. It depends on what you're looking for. Reference type, let's say reference type is good. Okay, then we close and it will ask you to save. Okay, I'm gonna name it Excel test, let's say, save. Now, when you go to the output style, you cannot find it here. So in order to add it here, so it will be easy to access the output style we created, we go again to edit, output styles, then open style manager. We call it Excel test. Okay, Excel test. Okay, close. Now I'll select them all. Oh, sorry. Before that, we need to choose the output style. Excel test. Okay. So now we choose the output style. Control A, select them all. When you want to do copy, it is important to choose copy formatted. Okay. Copy formatted. Now I'll show you in Excel, just a minute. Okay, so I'll go the second row, paste, okay. So we can write author, year, title, reference type, okay. You can also create table, insert table, okay. And that's it. So this is really a time saving, because before I was writing everything manually, but using this 2 minutes step, it's time saving, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done. Let me just go back to the slides. Just a minute. Stop sharing. All right. So what did we cover so far? Okay. So the EndNote library, we mentioned that main menu, my library, icons, central panel, and reference summary. Importing references to EndNote, and this is what we did. Importing references to EndNote library, we covered this, like we explained how we add a reference manually or automatically using the RIS files. Checking for duplicate. Managing your EndNote library using groups. We have created groups, suggested groups. So this is what I'm usually using for a review. Finding full text in EndNote library. We did that. Okay. Attaching full text. Yes, we did this. Exporting references to EndNote. From EndNote to Microsoft Excel. Yes. Yeah, this is a useful resource website from University of Nottingham. It was really helpful for me. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Amna, for your presentation and also for the information that you give it to us. It was really clear, but I believe there is several questions in the chat and also in the Q&A. Let's start with, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Let's start with who start raising hands first. Then we'll go with the Q&A, then we'll check the chat.
Thank you, Dr. Ahmed. Thank you.
You're welcome. Please, if you have, if you can ask Ms. Amna in Arabic or in English, that's fine. If you have any question in Arabic or in English, just raise your hand and ask her directly. اللي حاب يسألها يرفع ايده ودايركت إن شاء الله تقدر تجاوبكم. طيب, let's start with the Q&A. Jahid, thank you very much for the webinar, and I would like to ask if I have already articles downloaded in my desktop. Is it possible to add them directly to EndNote without searching in the Scopus or Google Scholar?
Yes, I already mentioned that when I show you how to attach the file. If you have it in your desktop, the PDF file, you can attach it. And by the way, you can attach any file, let's say Word, PDF, Excel, you can attach it to your EndNote library. So that's possible.
All right, thank you. Also, we have a question from Rafet. First of all, thank you so much for the excellent and precise presentation. Would you send us the PPT? Yeah,
sure. I'm going to send you the PPT, and also I'm going to share with you
yes, your email in the chat, so everyone can, anyone interested in your PPT, so they can send you an email.
Sure.
You can share them, the PowerPoint.
Sure. Okay, any questions?
Yes, also there is in the chat, thank you for tonight's webinar from Iran.
You're welcome.
How can I choose article to be reference? How I can choose article to be reference?
How can you choose article to be reference?
I think I know that what his question, but I don't think, Ali, your question, it's belong to this webinar, which talk about how to use this site, or how you can back to those sites or citation that you are putting it in the articles or in the thesis. But why or how you choose the article is different thing. We need another webinar or another day to talk about it.
Yes. But in case if they are doing a search and using PubMed, for example, there is a filter in the search engine where you can choose. You just want articles, but not books, not conferences, not any other type of references. So this is possible using the filter in any database search.
Right. Also, when you search in Google Scholar or other stuff, there is, I think, bottom below the article that you can directly share this article or this book to your to the program that you are working on it. Yes. Like EndNote. Ali asked, how can I download references in EndNote from my computer?
Yes, as I said, you can attach them. So you go on the right side of the library. There is a clip sign, is like a paper clip. Click on it and then browse or choose the file from your computer and attach it to your EndNote library.
Great. Mahdi said thank you. Also, Dr. Fatima said thanks for a very informative session. And also we have a question from Faye Shahata. Miss Amna, if you don't mind, she asked, I cannot find duplicates in the references tools. Is it because I am using iOS or because I don't have duplicates? If you can show us again, please, Ms. Amna, how to find duplicates. So
yes, I'll show you just
thank you.
Sharing. EndNote. Okay. So using EndNote, I'm gonna delete everything I got here. So I'll go to all references, Control A, right-click, and move references to trash because I'm gonna show you. Okay. Okay. So I'll show you. I want to click on RIS file from PubMed and import the files. Okay, so what was the question? Sorry.
Yeah, it was just a minute. I cannot find duplicate. So I think there is a button or in tools reference something called find duplicate. So
yes.
Just show.
Yeah, the reason why you couldn't find duplicates because you imported your references from one database. So for example, now I just imported references from PubMed. So let's try. Can we find duplicate or not? So click on all references, go to references, find duplicate, and let's see. Oh, no duplicates, references found. And the reason why, as I told you, we find duplicates because we import references from different databases, and that's the reason. And in your case, if you couldn't find duplicates, that's because you don't have duplicates. You just imported from one database.
All right, thank you so much. Also, there is a question from Dr. Fatima. Yes, Dr. You can unmute your mic so we can hear you.
Assalamu alaikum. Doctor, thank you for a very informative session. I want to ask one question. Yes. I am doing research on systematic review literature of Industry 4.0 and leadership.
Yes.
I am downloading papers from other than Scopus database, like Web of Science, IPSCON, and Google Scholar.
Yes.
But I am feeling the limitations, I am finding the different limitations, like I am unable to get all the data which we usually get from Scopus. So how to solve this problem? Can you guide me?
Yes. For web, so most of the databases are similar, but sometimes, you know, the icons, the options are different. So for me, I keep on navigating and try. You know, I did the scoping review at the beginning of my degree, and 2 weeks ago, I did an update. And every time I work on this process, I find new things. So it's all about navigation. But from this webinar, I've just tried to show you or give you the idea of like send to, go to send to, or go to extract, go to choose RIS file, this is the file for EndNote. Try to choose some of the options. So every database is quite different, but they are similar on the concept.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Also, there is a question from, I don't know, Jihad, if you want to ask or not. We have also from أحمد شوقي. هل يمكن استخدام المراجع العربية ممكن نستخدم مراجع عربية؟
والله سؤال حلو. It's really a good question. To be honest, I've never tried this. Never tried this. I'm not sure, but it's worth like investigating. Yeah, why not? Let's try. Try and see.
All right. Also, Fajr Al-Hajri, hello everyone. I hope all is well. Sadly, I couldn't make it due to unfortunately circumstances. Is this webinar recorded? Yes, it's recorded, Fajr. So don't worry. Jahid. Please, Ms. Amna, please, may you write your email in the chat, please, because it's not showing.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Thank you very much for the presentation and the effort. My question is, you listen me, yeah?
Yes.
Thank you. My question is the first step of exporting the articles from database.
Yes.
Is it necessary? Is it compulsory? Can we start the first step by the articles from our computer? And if we have all the papers downloaded in our computer, can we start by this step directly without searching in other database? Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yes, you can. You can, as long as you know all the references you would like to include. But the thing is, in systematic review and scoping review, you need to cover all the references that talks about the topic that you would like to do a review about. So it's not about you want to choose. No, you need to search everything. Your search should be comprehensive. So I think it will strengthen your paper in terms of validity and reliability. So I would recommend to do the steps that I did. It is easier, to be honest, like when you click on one file, RIS file, and it will automatically import everything from the database. So I think it's easier. But yeah, it depends on your search. What's the purpose of the search? If you want to navigate this area of research in detail and you want to include as much articles have talked about this search, it's worth doing this. But if you want just to do like a literature review, you want to, I don't know, just have a few information about the topic, I think it's difficult. It's difficult. It's more reliable to search a comprehensive search using the databases. And as the more databases you use, the better, the stronger. All right. Hope I answer your question.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Let's see if we have any other question before we end today's webinar. I already shared the Amna email, so you can contact her directly. Thank you. Your effort is very much appreciated. Thank you.
You're welcome, Doctor.
Ali, can you more explain about how can download references in Keynote from my computer as an example?
Download references from your computer to EndNote?
Yes.
Okay. So you go to, let me just remember. An add reference. I've never did this before, to be honest, and I'm not sure if EndNote allow us to download a reference automatically from your computer. But sometimes if I know an article, I go to Google Scholar and I click the name of the article and when you in Google Scholar, you will have something called Cite. Click on Cite and click on EndNote, and the article will be imported into your computer. And when you click on it as an RIS file, when you click on it, it will be imported in your EndNote library. But I'm not sure about if I can import an article through the computer. But the only thing I'm sure about is we can attach the PDF file from our computer to the library. If somebody knows how to do that, I would be happy if I know your questions answered.
I think, Amna, it's much easier if you take just the title and put in Google Scholar. Below the article itself, there is a button for Keynote. Just click on it and it will be directly in Keynote. So yes. In a second, it won't take more than 3 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, and this is what I said, like you're going to Google Scholar and choose the article. Yeah,
exactly. So بس أنت عليك إن تأخذ the title of your article, put it in Google Scholar, it will appear, right? Then after it, below the title directly, يعني أنت مو لازم تدش inside the article to read it. لا من برا. في bottom تحت مكتوب راح it will be مثلا خليني أشيك. I forget actually. Let me see. Okay. Let me see if I can share the screen. Here in Najjar. So I put any article, okay? Just I write finance as an example. Then مثلا أي article. Let's say this, too much finance, okay? Click on cited by اللي هم citations. زين بس طق عليها click. Sorry, not this one. When have this site, okay, site, just click on it. شوف مكتوب هني EndNote. Can you see it? EndNote. If you click on it directly, it will attach this article to the EndNote. So that's it. Again, so what you need to do, just write the article, okay? The name of the article, okay? Sorry, yeah, the name of the article, okay, or the title. After that will appear, right? So after that, just click on Cite, okay? في عليها كوما. Just click on Cite, وبعدين click on EndNote. When you click on EndNote directly, it will attach to your EndNote file. I hope it will help you. في عندنا ما أدري إذا في سؤال. All right. So I think that's it. Ms. Amna, do you have any last word before we end today's session?
Yes. أول شيء يعطيك العافية دكتور أحمد أنك أنت أعطيتنا هذه الفرصة أن نشارك فيها معلوماتنا البسيطة. فعلا يعني أنا لما بديت التجربة هذه وسويت الريفيو كان بداية دراستي وبداية PhD وكان لوك داون، كانت الأمور صعبة. يعني I was wishing if somebody can hold my hands and show me the way, the easy way, the fast way to do things. But we struggled at the beginning, but we managed to do it. And I think it's good, like if you have a knowledge, you can share it with others, help each others. I think it's really a noble thing, and that's the essence of these workshops you're doing, and the essence of the learning process as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Ahmed, for giving us this opportunity. Thank you.
You are most welcome, and thank you so much again for accepting my invitation.
You're welcome.
I hope you enjoy it.
Yes.
Inshallah,
yes.
it will be more than welcome to, if you have any other title or any other webinar, you can directly share it with me, and I am happy to make another webinar for you. Also, you guys, if you have any title, or you want to talk about any topic that will be useful to any PhD or researcher in general, please feel free to contact me. I think all of you have my email, or how you can contact me via the LinkedIn or any other social media, but let me write my email just in case. All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Amna, and see you inshallah in another session.
You're welcome, and thank you everybody for listening. Thank you, and I hope it was useful and easy and simple as well.
It was easy, and everything, it was okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, guys.
Bye.
See you inshallah in our next session. Assalamu alaikum.
مع السلامة.